Mampeni in your Kasai, me sure say Hano. Minewo a higher. I hope you hope say Nanka Bibisa ain't. And I think say largely no enye bibia nanka yentimi ensi ho kwan say enye bibia enye preventable. I think say highly bibia preventable. It be nanka betimi asi anu kwan ya bibisa ensi. I feel say nanka betimi etwa na mo bi betimi esi bibisa anu. Although accident to me happen, it is true, but normally we numbers now. I feel say nanka we could have prevented it. I think so. I'll be surprised if police soldier for inquiry now muso oma constitute oma initiating. I'll be surprised if omobe ended by saying say unpreventable. I'll be very surprised. Me sure someone kasa omeka say bibia na it was preventable. But that is the general thing I have to say if you are
okay.
Question for that.
Enti baby I see ya na me to so honum say na wo ka say something and highly preventable. Enti see a pose question say how was it preventable or by my answer say
mpacho yo akofia enyede won say intina na nfen ye what technology no Ghana for yakọ UN missions binti ye wo example kakra about crowd control. Seba crowd controller usually the police for are better trained than soldier for one day. It is true. Seba crowd controller because a police generally public order management, you know. A police but soldier force are called peacekeeping at least get us no my recruitment fee. Now, why is it preventable? Usually no ufa a lot of people one place depending on Adjomba stampede between a very common and ye bibia to say AC that stampede a system bia se can Gaza a kunkosu Israel Gaza stampede say cars the Tiani air bar stampede to me. This stampede the Bibian him say who go for P now or move share one place. Now or move here BB. In other words, no, they have to deal with something, collect something, go and do something. Or me here Bibia. The likelihood say stampede basin high. I didn't hear because someone say adults no movie call when a worse if a beer who access control in terms of a gate of a particular size, no way be gate no preoccupy. One for them go for Jimika, no moko. Bakuto for man. Obi beti etiano so. Na go for new one etino mudo for uto for man. Untumi sorry be me tie for me fremo. Se mu tie na bia muso mu kohwe ball anabia ye program go be na mu kohwe na ebia gate amanfo kakra bi na betimi afrem. Ana se ebia amanfo ye oye kire bi na yasa se ye tututu na amanfo Jimika. Uto for man na nkofo ni piwo we tia untumi sorry o wo sorry na we tia otisu wo sorry na we tia oyem wo sorry na we tia wa ha wo ye dede nu obiapo ente uto for man usually no to from na nkofo ni doors we tia wo be sorry na ye din because nipa no we nim no ntumi njira so obia to form because for jira amanfo be pushi no what you say into wo tie me be very careful who call baby sa na so usually no eye bibia ewo ho experience p ewo across the world stampede into once na military for go p air ban. One of the things they could have done into na saying technology technology make up preventable me answer question technology into yan fan say forms no motor no usually no serial numbers and more numbers say forms no any serial number poor and I think that they will have some numbers because you have to know say who on this number of forms. And for auditing purpose, you have to have some numbers on the forms to know the number of people even from financial part. In Tubanim say for ABR, what on forms? ABR 50,000. Out of 50,000, ABR 35,000 are qualified because form Nankava also you with him, remember. It doesn't mean say later protocol list, Nipana ye need to name later, because recruitment, corruption, okay, so Yankan Kofona, yes, you are qualified based on the software. No? Into one of the things you can do is only say in Kofoni technology. What you can say, ABR, Usha, each person who's screening each person now, share the document, share verification be on the spot. While say later on check it. ABR Nipa Bakubia, you need 10 minutes for one person. Every day, no. ube to me aye ebia ube to me screening crop ebia 300. How? Ebia between 8 and 5 no aye 8 hours. 8 hours no you can only take care of ebia 300 people every day. If you have 30,000 people, ube to me multiply that 300 times 30,000, ube to me use 1 month. So what you do is that with technology, ube to me okay, this serial number, you will come between ABR this time and this time. This serial number between this time and this time. This serial number between this time and this time. In the technology, Nanka be arranging number. So that when you say the whole day you can take off 300 people. And even the 300 should come at the same time, Debbie. I can say, okay, between ABR 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, you deal with ABR 50 people. So 50 people in between this serial number, and that serial number. In the governing in the bottom, they can be sitting outside. They don't come near the premise. Amuti echi because obi ebia obe starting new journey from 10. But on person obe do 10. Obe bo ebia 9:30. Obi yefi oje about 12. On person obe late. Obe ebia 10 and ebia 6. But on the area more. So about you reduce the number of people. That is the last key. The first thing is to reduce the number of people. Now simple AI to me bois. Now simple to me you do Chat GPT. There are normal tools pure who they say okay, you want to interview ABR 50,000 people across 10 regions. So now we know project management for to me yes but I think so BBC now you reduce the number of people from preventing that stampede. This stampede was preventable given say your technology and your experience and I won't perform one in here. And in fact, a soldier funny boa omunim pafe sadie preventable. And yet outside the fending soldier phone and kasa omunim pa. But sometimes organizational culture notorious to change. Organizational culture sometimes very notorious to change. But to me for a question what that Roma.
Recruitment process here can once me. Menya sure say when the first time process no titi na egu so ekremu. Enti na mpanimfo nim se bibi se betimi akos ase omani atimu no just ya transia manipa awu ansa na ya frase se ya de adwen ekodom enti na sa process ye ntimi nsesemu bia ma ne nye yana.
Brilliant question, Akos. Brilliant question. So what can say if bibi scandal and reform potaka eto de bia insisa beba this atroyen chemsi on de Ghana po ibi America wo ansana manfo assan inti you are right your friend organizational culture say ye de sa na ye no inti ye be go so ye fa but consider by technology e ban na esesa but it's also true say recruitment na ye no 1980 with paper no na say no omo assan kakra. How do I know? One of it even says our online portal no bia odimia cho say wo feeling we ya wa feeling into the military no also omo ye changes fair say ye beka say although process no a looky generally like exercise some of the parts no also exercise and one of it online portal need to make sure say yes you have passed giving the information you have failed into and yes a BPR exercise no changes room but I think that the whole can and I miss make say if it's a change in any speed with the time they should change with the time now any speed kakra and I think say almost set up inquiry. And I believe it says that military inquiry no better technology and ebeka free human error eka and omudi suboni bi sube ma nkofo no me sure pa somebody suboni be ma nkofo and I think they are wrong to blame the people.
I recruit
recruit for no ebeka say no mu omunti aso mu law for no beka say contributory negligence. Union lawyer be explain now contributory negligence. So under negligence. So we now lawyer be explaining now. So I think so. Rebecca see omuka but I think so. No, preventable. Preventable pa. And mama me reason why I think preventable.
Yes.
Preventable. Won't say accident. It is unforeseen circumstances. But we from where I sit, we want to make us say unforeseen. How do I know? Because of the numbers and because of send a normal country for gate. No gate kete. Me and you on this note. I hope say after inquiry, including the helicopter, say me can be say a scandal and reform. Say a train here. It mima a quite my say okay, yendo asem no musuko, yedo musuko ya. Fiahuna yenya womunu. ebetumi aboa ma yɛkɔ enim sɛ ebia yɛsi saje na e contribute ye making sure say saa no ma ye enfibium but to de bia ye nhwehwemu ni wi a no ma need to miss bium. No example, police before was so many commission of inquiry reports. 1948 after riot, there was a inquiry report from 1948. The next police report, 1951, your friend Young report. After Young report, 1971, your friend Boyce, 71 report, your friend Boyce, police. After 71, no, another one, year 79, your friend Hoopenbauer, not a captain. After Hoopenbauer report 79, the next one, TBU, 1986. After TBU report, next one, the same police, Ryan report, 1992. After Ryan report, the next one, Acha, 1997. After Acha report, the next one, Okujetu. After Okujetu, the next one, ML Short. After ML Short, the next one, Achia, IGP, parliamentary report. Some of the problems, repeat, HFA to me, committee report, but report to no any on here. You hear the report in Chino. Some recommendations, you DHR now on some 12 for more road to clear. So, move some questions. When you say reports, you have to make okay. Say, see, Mukafe, face here, Mukafe. And I think that some 12 also have a good role to play. Into questions now, because and sometimes ask your members of parliament, say, questions when no mubisa. But the interesting thing, look for parliamentary answer that politicians have power. In some of them can different from more opposition, including Bambonsem, who's one politician can in them brilliant questions. Or maybe brilliant questions when they are in opposition. Then those in power, no because they be anti-sani, no matter those in power will be defending the system. And Dania, they not defend the system, no. I offer the BIA come no. Now on work of the position of the Nippon no opposition, no. Then Nippon no opposition, now be far the other position. Into politicians, Remember example, one of the best parliamentary you have in terms of parliamentary oversight. It is a very good question about security. Just before in Kumaibe, so 51, 52. Modestus Apoloni Noma. Yeba fourth Republican. When Nane Akufo-Addo was in opposition, Nane Akufo-Addo, J.H. Mensah, the questions they were asking in parliament about security sector, brilliant questions. So, Nanseya Agalga, when NDC was in opposition, Agalga, or before, good questions. Sadly, no, it is when they are in opposition that they ask those critical questions. Reforming security sector. When they are in power, they don't do that. Then they go back to their position. So we need politicians to think beyond individual interests. No one thinking about the man, the state. And Nana Konyedu can be in the book, it takes a woman. I think it's page 215. I think so. Page 215. Or see, when you look at things without looking at them from politics, normally be a kind. Because we are looking at it from the position of a country, what is in the interest of the country. And I think that the Koneduka in that book is very important for us. We should stop doing politics with everything. Okay. And with that, I think they end it here with that woman. Okay.
That's a pass when you time the Mayano pay.
Yo, but when you are making you have some breakfast with Chabako police operators and TPA or Betty to Crata. When you will be with you, this and so I call register now, I do renew our permits. That's just me. When you will be with you, did Bonia police for 9 so. Now without police, without information, police do man yet. It's only baby best PA. I could count one casa. When you will be with you, did Bonia Miss Show, Inter police for 9 so. Because police are human without information. Now I'm best for to a crap now to mom. Police for Sunya no man for traffic. Police are bound to Jinundia for AKFM, for Akosia. Akosia police for responsible. Now one mom information. You need to know for Didi Bonnie. It may be the two system. But that's it for Manu at all.
Yes, that's a pass.